Yo, what's up, guys? Michael Matthew here in Inglewood, California at the beautiful Intuit Dome as the Clippers return after a two-game road trip where they were able to take home two impressive wins, matter of fact. I am here with my guy, Beef, Clippers Unleashed. So what's your thought, man? They got these wins, they're 2-1.
Yeah.
They're playing good basketball.
Defense, right? That's what we've been seeing in the first three games, even though we lost to the Suns.
Yeah.
But the two wins that they did win is nothing but defense, man. They shut down Buddy Hill. They shut down, KD went off. They were shutting them down early.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the last win, they was definitely shutting down Denver all the way around. So it's nothing but defense that's doing the job.
And I like that. I think that their calling card this year, they're like, hey, we're not going to be a team that's going to come out and score 130, 140, 150, but we're going to play some defense. We're going to play with some energy, some heart. It's more by the numbers. Like, it's more numbers that's getting some run, more guys that are helping win. But, of course, James is looking like James Harden, where a lot of people said it's not going to happen. He's looking like that guy. How impressed have you been with the play of James Harden?
I'm very impressed, but I just won't stop at James. I want to give a big shout out to Zoo and Norm because the ball, I wouldn't say the ball was sticking with Kawhi and PG. No, I am going to say it. The ball was sticking. It was sticking. But now it's more of a more by base, or more by player by association kind of step in the right direction. So any given night, any player can have a night, and we're seeing it every night with Zoo, Norm. I would say even with Chris Dunn and the things he do. So we're going to see how it works.
And they got a solid matchup tonight against the Portland Trailblazers, a young team that's struggling, but every game in the NBA is tough, so the Clippers are going to have to show out. Before we talk to you more, you got to hear from Coach Tyronn Lue is here with the pregame presser.
We play, who fits well with who, just making sure our rotations are right, and so just kind of see how you plan, every 10 games to see if you can do anything differently, and more so just about me, just being able to make the right moves to make sure we are playing up to our potential.
Coach, and going back to the paint touches conversation earlier with Justin, we heard from James Harden post-game the other night saying that we need to get up more three-point shots. Is that still an emphasis? You guys are about bottom 10 in three-point attempts because in the past you've talked about the right type of shots. So how do you find that balance?
Yeah, I mean, coming to the season, well, every season, I think we've been top of the league, percentage-wise, but we just haven't been great at taking a lot, So for me, it's just taking the best shot, making the right play, And so if the three-point shot's not there and you get into the paint and you make the right play, then that's what I'm comfortable with. And so we would like to get up more threes, but if we're attacking the basket and we're leading the league in paint points and getting to the basket, I'll take that as well.
Coach, when it comes to Zoo, of course, he's doing a great job scoring the ball, rebounding. But can you talk about his playmaking? He's averaging 4 assists in these first 3 games.
I think when he's playing in the pocket, he is one of the best bigs as far as passing. If teams are blitzing or up to touch and we're able to get the ball to Zoo in the pocket, he's great at making those passes and making those plays. And so with all the attention that James and Norm is going to create coming off pick and rolls, if we can give him the ball in that area, he's going to make great decisions. And so that's what he's been doing this season.
Yeah, Ty, on that note with Zoo, what do you think he and James have been able to build upon early on since forging a lot of good chemistry last season?
Yeah, just chemistry. I think last year, every day, after shooting around, after practice, just developing that bond of, how James wants him to set the screen, how he wants him to roll, how he wants him to get off of it. And they have a good chemistry. So hopefully for the next, 79 games, we can continue that chemistry. And no, I'm saying those guys are on the same page, though. And so James has made a lot of bigs, a lot of money, and made a lot of bigs very good. So if Zoo's listening and understanding what James wants, he can have a really, really productive year.
Yeah, just in terms of Portland, I know that you said you want to obviously improve the ball control, taking care of basketball better. They've done a really good job, or at least they've built their defense around pressure, forcing some turnovers. What do they do well from what you've seen, and how do you kind of prevent the turnovers with what they're going to try and do to you defensively?
Yeah, they play extremely hard. That's one. They pick up full court at every position to pressure the basketball. And then they mix in blitzes, to try to turn you over. But I think just taking that one-on-one challenge defensively, that all their guys are up pressuring, making sure that, you're not moving freely, making sure you're not bringing up the ball easy. And that allows you to generate turnovers when guys are in passing lanes and you have really good defenders. Yeah.
We're back. We just heard from Coach. One thing that he mentioned, I was able to ask him this question,
Yeah.
was about Zoo not scoring, not rebounding, but his playmaking. He's averaging 4 assists. And Coach said, hey, he is one of the best passers when it comes to a big in that pocket. What's your thoughts on Zoo's playmaking ability?
It opens up the floor, right? Because we know how ball dominant James Harden is and what he can do. But it gives these other players opportunity. It gives players that necessarily are not high volume 3-point shooters chances to cut. Amir Coffey, Chris Dunn, Terrence Mann, cuts the rim, easy basket. Derrick Jones, Mr. High Flyer of them all. Throw it up and he will find his way. It makes it easy for players like that to just score.
And Norman Powell is playing lights out. He came into this year saying, hey, I believe that I'm a starter in the NBA, and he's looking like exactly that. So what are you hoping to see from Norman Powell tonight in this matchup against the young Portland Trailblazers?
I'm just going to come with addition by subtraction. I want to see more scoring. That's the addition I want to see. And I also want to see more of Norm passing the ball a little bit, because sometimes Norm, you might get caught in a little air a little bit. You know how coaches say don't leave your feet and throw the ball. He does it here and there. But Norm is showing out. But it's a player that I do want to see take a step in the right direction. Because without him, the second unit doesn't go. Kevin Porter Jr.
All right, I like it.
He's right now in the shooter slump, but tonight I think we will see an awakening versus the Portland Trailblazers that's not that good.
Yeah, and the Clippers are favored tonight if you're a gambling man, so they're going to be looking to play some good basketball. Hey, we're going to have more for you after the game, and hopefully your Clippers will bring you home a win, Clipper Nation.
Let's go.
Everybody ready? Come on, let's go. The Refund Show! Let's go! The Refund Show! Let's go!
Yo, what's up, Clipper Nation? One team in LA picked up a big win tonight, but it wasn't your Los Angeles Clippers as they come up short 106-105 in a very competitive game down the stretch. The Portland Trailblazers were able to pick up the win. I'm Michael Matthew here in Inglewood, California at the Intuit Dome, here with Full Clip Clippers Unleashed with my guy Beeve. Beeve, what happened there late for the Clippers to lose this game?
I would say it started early, around 8 or 9 mark, in which that second unit that was ran by Kevin Porter Jr., which I keep saying is supposed to be ran by him, was ran just sloppily. Of course, the stats might say something different. 5'11". We throw papers out the window all the time over here. What we like to see is necessarily how is the play on the floor, and it was just terrible. Turnovers. Ty Lue talked about it before the game, and what they did come out here, they just kept turning it over.
Zubac, he came in playing some really great basketball. They made it tough for him tonight. I believe only like 6 points. He got his rebounds, but they made it a tough night for him. Surprisingly, they tried to throw the ball in late to him. DeAndre Ayton was able to break it up. It led to the loss where I felt they should have went somewhere else. But, you know, they made it tough for Zubac. He didn't perform like we've been seeing him these first 3 games. What was your thoughts on the job the Trailblazers did against him?
They did a great job. They threw bodies at multiple people, and they threw bodies at Zoo. So just knowing that this is a year in which Zoo is growing and he's understanding, like, he's that number 3 on the team, he has to learn how to adapt to it, because when they throw bodies at you, you got to find other tools, a way to still make your way effective in the game at all times.
And there's one positive we can take away. Norman Powell came out, did his thing again, 30 points, getting buckets. What's your thoughts on him? Because I feel that he's in a special groove. He's a starter. Some people play differently when they get to hear their name called when they run out in front of the fans. And he's somebody that's been a bright spot for this team early. What's your thoughts on his performance tonight?
He's just a bucket getter, man. He's been a bucket getter since he was with Toronto. He's been a bucket getter when he was a 6th man, and he's been a bucket getter when he's a starter. So that's just Norman Powell's DNA. Addition by subtraction. So hey, you give me more minutes, me more show for you.
And speaking of Norman Powell, we got him and Coach Ty Lue with the post-game presser.
Obviously, last 2 minutes execution hurt y'all, but what did you see that you felt like, you know, should have just been better on closing that game out?
I don't know. A lot of different things. I think, just defensively, I think Simons attacked us down the stretch. It was my call not to blitz him because we were still up, forcing him into Zoo. And he made some tough shots. Offensively, just, their pressure sped us up, made us stagnant. There was physical, playing on the top side. And, we just didn't execute the way we were supposed to, like we talked about, because we knew exactly what they were going to do. And also missed a lot of free throws coming down the stretch as well, to go up 2, to go up 1, miss a couple of free throws. That's part of the game. But, just got to be better at execution down the stretch.
Hey, Coach. So the game right here. You're right. Hey, Coach. So as the game like today, like you have a back-to-back tomorrow. Does that affect your players and like their mentally? How would you guys be prepared for tomorrow?
We'll be ready.
Ty, we've talked about this a few times now, but all your games have been close this season. Is that just kind of the makeup of the team, still learning each other, trying to figure out how to...
All our games are going to be close. 82 of them.
82. So what's the best way for you guys to do with it, especially a night like tonight when you, as you said, missed the free throws, missed some shots, things like that?
Just keep attacking. I think keep playing the right way. You're not going to make shots every night. We understand that. Did a better job taking care of the basketball, but their pressure did slow us down. Made us stagnant. We couldn't get the ball to the guys we need to get the ball to. And so we just got to be better with that. And so it's a good test for us. We saw it last game, against Golden State, when they brought in GP and then Wiggins, and Kuminga did the same thing defensively. So we had 2 days to work on it. We didn't do a good job of executing how we wanted to play and how we needed to play against it. So we'll get better.
Ty, in the first half, Portland seemed like they did a really good job taking Zoo out of the game offensively. I believe the only shot he had was a free throw line jumper. Mm-hmm. Kind of what did you see from them defensively that basically did take him out, or was it on you guys?
Just, I would say on us, just doing a better job, trying to get Zoo the ball. But they did a good job of just swarming. I thought Aiden did a good job of trying to push Zoo out on his catches. No easy catches. And even when they went small, we tried to post. They did a good job of fronting the post, and we couldn't get Zoo the ball.
Similar question, but with James, obviously he had another double-double. It's 4 straight games with the double-double for him, but just 6 of 18 from the field and had the 5 turnovers. Was there anything that you felt they were doing against him that led to him being inefficient from the field, or was it just missed shots?
I think just wearing him down. I think throwing different bodies at him, pressuring him full court, in the half court, leaning on him, top blocking, top side, and just trying to wear him down. And they have great defenders, so they can throw multiple bodies at him, and that's what they did tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, Norm, what happened on that final play? Is that what was drawn up, or did Portland take away you guys' first option and you guys just had to get the ball in because you had no timeouts?
It was a draw-up play. I think Aiden did a good job of just making it a tough pass. The first option was over the top to Zoo, and then I flash up. If it's taken away, then I get the ball, and I got the whole right side to drive. James thought it was open, but I think Aiden just made a good play on the ball.
Gotcha. And Coach Ty Lue said Portland's physicality on defense took you guys out of a lot of stuff you guys normally would do. They made you guys stagnant, and they sped you guys up. What exactly did you see that Portland was doing that made you guys uncomfortable on offense?
Yeah, I think those guys that came off the bench for them provided great energy throughout the course of the game in spurts. I think Rupert came in that second half, had 7 straight points by himself, making hustle plays, rebounds, shots, layups, and transition. I think we gave him some gimmies, especially not getting our defensive transition set up off turnovers or just missed shots. I think they had a lot of layups with no resistance. But defensively, they did a good job continuing to fight and being physical and making it tough for us.
Hey, Norm, 30 points for you tonight. You starting the season off in a really good groove right now. For you starting, has that just done something for you mentally to kind of give you that added boost to kind of like prove like, hey, I belong here?
No, I have my own mentality and approach to the game. Like nothing really changes no matter what role I'm in. I've said it multiple times. I have high expectations for myself. I always see myself as a starter, as a top guy in the league that can come out and help any team win, no matter where I'm at. Like I said before here, I was starting. Now it's just focusing on how to be a starter and put this team in position every single night to win. And that's what I'm trying to do by being aggressive and making plays throughout the course of the game, learning from mistakes, learning how to lead a team and be a winner while leading.
Norm, you guys came into the night leading the league in paint touches. Last year, you guys ranked pretty low in that department. What do you think has led to that change? Like, is it just mentality, or is it actually something on the floor that has opened that up for you guys?
I think it's a mix of both. I mean, we got multiple guys that can, attack the paint, and cause problems for the defense. We got a lot of athletic guys being able to get out and transition and get easy looks and take advantage of our quickness and speed on cuts and ways that other teams are defending us. But I think it's just personnel and then just a mentality that we're going to be aggressive and attack and keep putting our foot on the gas when we see an opening and take it.
All 4 of your games have been really close. What can you guys learn from these that can help you as the season progresses?
Just staying together and execution. Really locking in on what we need to do offensively and defensively, being tied in, getting guys out of their comfort zone defensively, and getting rebound and finishing possessions. I think they got a lot of extra possessions that kept them in the game and gave them some feel good looks after playing some really good defense for 24 seconds. So learning how to execute and close out games on the defensive end, and then offensively just continue to execute, continue to take our time, not letting teams push us or getting sped up late games, and just being a more aggressive physical team, taking the fight to them down the stretches of games. I think on the road we did a great job of that, getting the stops at the moment of truth, as JVG says, in the course of the game down the stretch. Just haven't been able to do that at home, so hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
Speaking of tomorrow, you just saw this team last week in the Suns. What can y'all do better based off tonight, based off of a week ago, to execute and get that first win in this building?
Putting the full 48 minutes together. Like I said, being really tied in defensively, man. They got 3 guys that can, give you 25 to 30 any night. So being really tied in, it's not going to be a one-man job. It's going to be all 5 of us, whoever steps on the floor, being locked into the game plan and making it tough for them throughout the course of the game tomorrow. And then pushing the pace, playing fast, getting to the looks that we need to, and being confident and not turning down shots when they're open. That's one thing that we've harped on, top to bottom. If you got an open shot, take it. But defensively, being really locked in and tied in for a full 48.
We are back. We just heard from Coach. We heard from Ty Lue. They talked about this tough loss, but it's one of 82 games. That's why I was telling you during the game, hey, it's so tough for a team to go 73-9 and 72-10 because it's little games like this when you look like the better team, but somehow you lose the game, and I think that's what happened tonight in this matchup with Portland. But up next, tomorrow, they ready for the primetime game. They're going against the Phoenix Suns, who knocked them off their first game here in this beautiful arena. What's your thoughts on the matchup tomorrow against Phoenix?
Man, before we go with the matchup tomorrow, I just want to say, nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Because that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like a real heart-wrenching loss. But going into tomorrow, man, Katie, Devin Booker, Bill, you just got to lock in.
Yeah.
You played them already. You have tape on them already. So it's going to be a different outlook, right? We know we can take this team tomorrow.
Yep.
It's just upon the Clippers to stop turning over the ball. 5.
Can't win without the ball.
Wait. I know people always want to go statistic. It was 5 for James Harden. 5 for Kevin Porter Jr. The number is 5. We got to cut it down to like none, 2, 3. But if you keep getting 5, that's 10.
Yeah.
That's more points for the team all day and all night.
You're taking away possessions. You need the ball to go in the hoop. So, I mean, you need the ball. And they just didn't have the ball enough because they turned the ball over. Hey, they still haven't won in the Intuit Dome.
I know.
Right now, you know, they got to figure it out. So they get another opportunity tomorrow against the Phoenix Suns. They let one slip away, but it's a long season. Let's see if they can bounce back to get above 500 with their matchup with the Suns tomorrow. Mike Hill, Matthew, my guy Beef, Full Clip Clippers Unleashed. We see you guys tomorrow.
Let's go.